20 years long time, but we're alive and doing fine.
Don't forget that in that year we are talking about totally different region. We are talking about Milošević in Serbia, Tudjman was dying in Croatia, Izetbegović was in Bosnia. There was no mobility. You need visa to go to let's say Yugoslavia at that time from Sarajevo. And going there in Denmark, not even in the region where it was funding meeting of Seeyn, was really something unusual, exotic, parallel world, not reality for majority of young people in the region. So in that kind of environment, it was something really special to first meet, to learn, to grow up with all those guys and girls from Seeyn.
Anecdote. Oof, there's so many of them.
I remember first meeting was very interesting. Always I come up on that meeting in Aarhus, I think 1999, when we set up the officially network, and I don't know, for me it was so boring in one big room to waiting official ceremony. I don't know what we do. There was 100 people, you know, and I discovered drums in the behind the area where we talk. And I see it and I start to, you know, to play, even if I don't know to play, you know. And after a few minutes I back to my seats, and guys from Denmark say, "Oh, you play, you know, drums?" No, I don't play. But if you want, you can announce everyone who speak in the room that night. And I say, "No, but I really don't play drums." But come on, you can do it, you can do it. And I said, "Okay, fine." And I got out and start to, you know, I 2 hours misuse these drums, you know, and announce everyone how this looks like. I really don't know, but I was happy, you know, I was so satisfied because I play drums.
3 words about Seeyn. Good friends, partnership, and volunteering.
So my story starts like a typical Balkan joke. Macedonians, Bulgarians, and Romanians traveled together to Albania, and the car broke. And it was on a Sunday. We were coming back from some event in Tirana, and then we spent the whole day trying to find somebody who will fix our car, and nobody spoke the language, and then the guy that we found didn't speak any English. So it was a whole funny, productive, but successful day of Balkan collaboration.
Family, hardworking, and super passionate.
So the first time my moment with Seeyn actually was when I was 18. We were on the island and we were there for 2 weeks, and actually that was the first time I met the people across the region. And for 2 weeks on the island, where there's no bar, there's no store, the only thing we could do is drink and talk about our history in the past, which was actually the first time I heard like what was happening in Serbia, what was happening in Bosnia, and the old stories that I never heard actually before, because like during the war we have block media, so nobody only can hear one side. And after that, yeah, we stayed family. So that's Seeyn actually for me, a family. And I think so, and then I gained a lot of skill, like project skill. I did a workshop, I helped a lot, and I think it helped me a lot also in my career. So
connections, fun, friends.
Well, first time when I got involved with Seeyn, it was in 2011, where I was attending the event in Albania. So the deal was, you come by plane to Podgorica and we will pick you up in Podgorica, together we go to Albania. Okay. I knew nobody then in the organization. So I was there in Podgorica with my suitcase, waiting for an hour, 2. Then I started to send SMS, to call. Yeah, we're on the way, like 1 hour, maybe 2 hours.
Crazy, lovely, and sexy people.
And after 2 hours, I repeat, and everything was the same. Okay, and after 8 hours, they picked me up. It was in the middle of the night, but so we went on.
Effort, learning, and friendship. Because Seeyn is networking with purpose.
Empathy. It is something that is also, yeah, I don't need to explain that. Yeah.
No, if like we all together made it up, or it's actually happened, but let's say maybe it's a like legend. We were having in Chernomel in Slovenia meeting for the strategic planning, and there were a lot of people coming in Chernomel from the network, and it was really it was a lot of people. The one that I didn't know that they are actually still active in the network, and they were Macedonians. Coming from Bitola and on the border between Croatia and Slovenia. The guy that is working on the border asked them, okay guys, where are you going? And you know, this like normally checking on the border. And they said, okay, we are going on the meeting, strategic planning of the Seeyn network. It's Southeastern European Youth Network. And the guy looked at them and said, come on, are you joking with me? But you're like having 300 years old all together.
Crazy people, fun, friendship.
Family, definitely family.
2015, December, Sarajevo, the first assembly when I was the delegate of Balkan Idea, the member organization. The morning after one of the events and a party, I appear in the office of member organization Munja. All the chairs are set, everything is ready, but one thing is wrong. There's nobody present in time. I took a selfie and posted, and then people tell me, oh, but we're having coffee. And now, 4 years later, exactly the same thing happened again.
Crazy, lovely people. Friendship and family.
So let me tell you when I learned my first and maybe last sentence in Serbian. 10 years ago exactly in Sremski Karlovci, I am in the first General Assembly of Seeyn, where literally my director told me, you go there, you will meet these people. They're a bit crazy people, but they're very hard-working people. So there I am, and the session starts in English for a few minutes, and then everything shifts into a language I have no clue about. I don't know anything, and I am obviously the only Albanian in a team of all Balkans together. Frustrating? Yes. So after a few attempts of mine to recall attention to bring it into English, for some reason, everybody thought that I understand perfect Serbo-Croatian language, so it's fine. And at some point, Igor, next to me, asks me in English, so Ira, what do you think? And that's when I picked up the words I was hearing for half an hour, and I said, situacija totalna katastrofa. So that's a slogan of Seeyn for 10 years, right? And I can surely say I speak Serbian fluently now.
Good people, amazing people, and I think that stays like with you for a long time.
Since I've been in Seeyn, also Mirela was in Seeyn, and they've been constantly, everybody from my family were mixing me up with her and calling me Mirela, and then they forget that I'm not Mirela, and then they do like and thinking, what the hell am I called, what is my name? And then I was sometimes a bit pissed, and later it was a joke, but then after some years my brain switched somehow, and then I started presenting myself, and I called myself Mirela, and that was, I think, the bottom of this joke. And then from then I understand why everybody is confusing us, and it's always funny whenever we go somewhere to present Seeyn, and it's like Mirela and Marinella. This is how we employ people. We have to have a similar name to ours.
Connection, inspiration, and energy.
So another one of my stories is actually connected to Croatia when we were doing a training course, and then at some point we had this super cool idea that wasn't really smart, but we went to one apartment and decided to make a music studio out of kitchen elements. And we made this super cool random freestyle orchestra, and at some point we decided to go out to the town, and at no point we actually thought that this might be dangerous or something, because we were going around 2 a.m. Just bashing the pots with sticks and shouting. But actually, in the end, it went okay, because the local people kind of, I'm not sure if they understood us, but they didn't react. And we got to talk with them and talked about our past and what we are doing today. So that was kind of cool and fun at the same time.